Today we are going to take up our second chapter of our ninth standard. Right, we have completed with the very first chapter of science, which was laws of motion. We have discussed each and every questions, in-text questions. All the concepts were clear and all the exercises were solved. So I hope you guys have revised the chapter, students. I'm expecting a positive thing and a positive result from your end. So we are moving ahead, students, today with our second chapter. The name of the chapter is work and energy. So kindly please open your textbook so that it will be easier for you to be in coordination with me. So students, see, work and energy, these are two different aspects altogether. Work is something like you are supposed to or to do some activity. Energy is like for doing that activity you need energy, right? Then only you can, say for example, I'm basic example of study. So if you want to study for another 4 to 5 hours, you require energy, right? So if you have positive energy within you, you have eaten your food and like you are very fresh enough to study, then you can completely study for 4 to 5 hours. So studying for 4 to 5 hours is a work, and doing it efficiently is energy. Okay, so see, in your textbook, we are right now in our very first chapter, very first page of your this chapter, right? I'll tell you the page number here. I hope you have opened the textbook. Page number 18. You can observe few pictures are given, students. So herein what you can see that there are certain activities which are done by various people which are shown in the picture. So herein there is some question asked, in which of the picture above has work been done. तो आप मेरे को बताओ कि इसमें से कौन सी चीज़ों में काम हुआ है. The first, the girl is studying, right? She is writing something. So obviously she is doing work. Second, in second picture, not much of picture work is done. In third picture, the girl is watching television, right? So she is not doing any kind of physical activity or any kind of work. She is just what you can say, she is relaxing herself to watch television. And the last picture, a man is carrying some load on his back. So that is also again some kind of work done. So we have to answer that whether the work is done or not. So understand one thing, generally any mental or physical activity what we are doing, that is referred to work. Say for example, now I am delivering a lecture for you and you are listening to me carefully, right? So this is also some kind of work. You are sitting in one place, or like you are only hearing to what I am saying. The mentally you are focusing your brain to whatever I am explaining you. So that is also some kind of work. When we walk, when we talk, when we run, the energy in our body is used up, students, and this energy is used up to do the necessary work. Okay, so we say that the girl who is studying in like she's working also and she's performing work also, so that is mental work, because she's giving lot of what you can say, lot of stress to the brain. So that is a mental activity. So abhi work and energy, student, this topic is altogether connected to physics, because our science is divided into physics, chemistry and biology. Zoology is also there. तो अभी वर्क का डेफिनेशन क्या हो गया. फॉर वर्क इज सेड टू बी डन व्हेन अ फोर्स इज अप्लाइड on an object and it causes displacement of that particular object. Okay, and repeating once again, work is done when a force is applied on an object and it causes displacement of the object. Okay, so you can just note it down the definition quickly. And work, as I have said, two quantities I have mentioned in the definition. One was force and another was displacement. So W is equal to force into displacement. Okay, so force is written as F, displacement is written as S. So you just quickly note down the formula which I am giving on the board. So that is the initial formula of your work, which is force into displacement. We are moving ahead, students. What are the different types of forces, and you have to give lot of examples. So we have lot of forces which we are experiencing in our day-to-day life. We have muscular, we have physical force, we have what you can say gravitational force, we have mental force, we have chemical force, lot of things, mechanical force, lot of things are there. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे देखो Meenakshi wants to displace a wooden block from point A to point B along the surface of a table as shown in figure 2.2a. So you can just very well see the figure 2.2a. Meenakshi is sitting there and she just want to displace a block from point A to point B. She has used a force F for the purpose. Obviously, अगर आप force नहीं use करोगे तो you cannot displace the object. Has all the energy she spent been used to produce the acceleration in the block? That is a question. And second is which forces have been overcome using that energy. अब देखो यहाँ पे अलग अलग टाइप के पिक्चर्स आपको दिखाई दे रहे हैं ऑन पेज 90. You have to observe and discuss and answer the questions which are asked, right? So you can see that several events are depicted in your figure B, figure C and figure A. So in all these things, in figure B what you can observe is that a child is trying to pull a toy, okay, with the help of a string. So direction of the force is different from that of displacement, because force का direction अलग रहता है, displacement का direction अलग रहता है. That you understand this. Similarly, when a large vehicle tows a small one, the direction of force and displacements are again different, because in figure C you can observe that one car is taking another car with the help of a what you can say rope, because the other car is not working in a working condition. So here also the force and displacement are different. तो यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या we can say one thing, students, that force and displacement both are making some kind of angle. So you can write whatever I am dictating you. Direction of force makes an angle with the direction of displacement. What did I say? Direction of force is making an angle with direction of displacement. So you have to say how we are supposed to calculate the work in such cases, because we have different angles. When a child is pulling a toy cart, the force is applied along the direction of the string, while the cart is pulled along the horizontal surface. क्योंकि वो देखो नीचे से लेके आ रहा है, it is not vertical, it is horizontal, right? So in this case, in order to calculate the amount of work done, right, we have to convert the applied force into force which is acting in the direction of displacement. You have to convert that force. So how we are supposed to do that? See, I am just drawing a diagram for your understanding. This is a horizontal surface. This is a toy which the child is able pulling towards herself. This is a string. So herein some kind of force is applied. This is another force which is F1, and in between them there is an angle which is theta. Now I'll try to understand what is this diagram, students. See, यहाँ पे let the F be the applied force and F1 is the component. F1 is the component in the direction of displacement. As I have told that you have to, if you want to convert your work, then you have to convert your force direction into displacement direction, right? तो ये applied force है and F1 क्या है? It is a force which is there in the direction of displacement. S is the displacement which is happening. तो work done का formula क्या है? F into S. So it will be W is equal to F1 into S. तो ये जो theta है, students, if you trigonometry, what we have, there's a topic called as trigonometry, wherein we have various angle with us. We have sine angle, we have cos angle, and then we have tan angle. So herein we are considering, students, the horizontal surface. So please try to understand, you have to take into consideration the angle which is cos theta. So cos theta is what? It is, this is your base, right? And this is your hypotenuse. In a triangle, students, one height is there, one base is there, and one hypotenuse is there. See, this is a right angle triangle, right? This is your base, this is your height, and this is your hypotenuse. So if you are calculating angle cos, so you have to take into consideration the ratio of base and hypotenuse, right? So here in, students, what is base? It is f1. So your cos theta is equal to f1 upon f. ठीक है, तो अभी f1 क्या हो जाएगा? Your f1 is equal to f cos theta. What is the work done, students? W is equal to f one into s. So here it will be f cos theta into s, right? तो इस तरीके से आप substitute करोगे, and then you have to mention the different angles what it can accompany. So there are different angles. See, you can see the table which is given there at the bottom of the page number 19, students. So herein I'll tell you, the first theta is 0 degrees, and cos 0, if you are talking about, the cos 0 is value is 1. Second angle is, students, cos 90. Cos 90, the value is 0. Third angle is cos 180. Cos 180, the value is again -1. So you have to just respectively put the values here and calculate the respective work done. So they are asking you to derive the conclusion, students. So what is the conclusion? From the first thing, we are getting work done is equal to F into S. So you can see that if the angle between force and displacement is 0, then your work done is equal to the product of force and displacement, and it is there in the positive direction. Then in the second case, if the angle is 90 degrees, students, there is no work done, because you are you can see in the table the value is 0. And in the third case, if we are taking angle as 180, then cos of 180 is, students, -1. So if it is -1, you can very well say that the work done is there in the negative direction, because work done क्या हो जाएगा? -f into s. So that is in the negative direction. So understand this table, and you just, it's a I'm telling you, you have to draw this table in your notebook for a better understanding, right? I'm going to surely ask you in the next session of mine. So we are moving ahead, students. On page number 20, there are certain units of work. So we'll see what are the different units. So we know up till now that what is the formula of work. ठीक है, तो उसके accordingly, if we are taking into consideration SI system, what we are preferring that system in our problems. So in SI system, students, the unit of force is Newton and unit of displacement is meter. I'll just write it down on the board so it will be better and clear. This is a formula what we are talking about. Okay, so force unit is Newton, displacement, the unit is meter. So work done, what is the unit then? Newton into meter. So this is defined by 1 joule. So 1 joule is equal to 1 Newton into 1 meter, right? The work done unit in SI system, students, it is 1 joule, which is if a force of 1 Newton displaces an object through 1 meter in the direction of the force, then the amount of work done on that particular object is 1 joule. Okay, so this is the way you are supposed to write. So this is your SI system unit. Then you have CGS system, right? CGS system में क्या हो जाएगा? आपका जो ये न्यूटन है ना, that will be dyne, students. Meter will be centimeter and joule will be erg. So in a CGS system, 1 erg is equal to 1 dyne into 1 centimeter. So there are different units if you are considering. You just have to remember everything. right? Abhi ye how we are supposed to remember? You have to note it down, make some notes on your own, and study regularly, right? So you're moving ahead. There is some relation between Joule and Earth, students. So what is that relation? I'm just telling you. You just write it down in your notebook and box it up. So 1 joule is equal to 10 raised to 7 erg. That is very much beneficial for your calculation. So your 1 joule, students, is equal to 10 raised to 7 erg, right? So इस तरीके से we have discussed the units of work and displacement and combined together in different systems. First was SI and second was CGS, right? So we are moving ahead, students. We have a next topic with us: positive work, negative work and no work. तो जैसे मैंने बोला कि पॉजिटिव वर्क क्या होता है, वी हैव टू डिस्कस द डायरेक्शन ऑफ फोर्स एंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट. इफ फोर्स एंड डायरेक्शन डिस्प्लेसमेंट बोथ आर देयर इन द सेम डायरेक्शन, then you can say there is positive work, right? And if they are in the opposite direction, then you can say they are it is a negative work. और कुछ है ही नहीं, मतलब there is nothing kind of activity happening, then it is zero work. So you can very well see there are certain examples which are given there, and they are asking you to think before you answer anything, right? So very first thing is pushing a stalled vehicle. The vehicle is stalled, students, and you are trying to push it. So is this a positive work? Because it is there in the forward direction, right? So it is a positive work. Then walking up and down a staircase, climbing a tree. Walking up and down, if you are going up, it is positive. If you are going down, then it is negative. Climbing a tree, again you are going in the same direction, it is positive, right? If the direction reverses, then it is negative. Stopping a moving car by applying brakes. मतलब आप गड्डी चला रहे हो and then you have applied brakes and you have stopped. आप थोड़ा बहुत like एक jerk आपको हो जाएगा and you will be stopping the car. So is this any kind of work which is happening? No work. So it is zero work, right? So these are certain things which you are supposed to understand. और एक और है, जैसे मैंने आपको एंगल के बारे में बोला था, 0 डिग्रीज, 90 डिग्रीज, 180 डिग्रीज, as we have seen earlier, right? So how we are supposed to remember one more case: force and displacement are in the same direction, then your theta is 0 and work done is positive. ठीक है, force, displacement, same direction, theta 0, work done positive. I'll just write it down, you just note the thing. Here you have to write theta, which is your angle, and here you have to write force. This is 0 degree, right, students? Force, same direction, same direction, right? Work done is positive work. If the theta is, students, 180, if the theta is 180, so this is opposite, this is opposite direction, then this is negative work. Okay, students? Then in the third case, applied force is not causing any kind of displacement, and displacement is perpendicular to the force. When the applied force do not cause any displacement, or when the force and displacement are perpendicular to each other. So here your theta is, so यहाँ पे आएगा no work. So quickly just note down this table because it is very much useful for you for calculation purpose, for theory purpose, right? So I hope the things are clear up till now. We have till page number 20 many of the concepts are discussed, because students, if you want to proceed, initial concepts should be clear enough, then you become master in that particular chapter, right, students? So we are moving ahead now. We are on your page number 21. So see, there is an activity which is given. You have to try this. So what they are asking, you have to take a plastic cup, like plastic cup, and make a hole in the center of its bottom. आपको एक प्लास्टिक कप लेना है, उसके सेंटर में होल करना है. You have to take a long thread. आपको एक long thread लेना है. You have to double it up and pass it through the hole, right? And you have to tie a thick enough knot at the end so that knot will not pass through the hole. ठीक है. टेकिंग केयर दैट टू लूज एंड्स आर बिलो द बॉटम ऑफ द कैप्स. मतलब जो आपका लूज एंड है दैट इज देयर ऑन द बॉटम ऑफ द कप. यू हैव टू टाई अ नट ईच टू द टू एंड्स एज शोन इन द फिगर. तो इस तरीके से आपको ये करना है. अलग अलग फिगर्स दिया है, देखो फिगर ए है, फिगर बी है एंड फिगर सी है. अंडर फिगर बी व्हाट यू कैन ऑब्जर्व इज दैट व्हेन द कप इज स्लाइडिंग along the table, stop it by putting a ruler. आपको रूलर उधर लगना है अगर वो स्लाइड करने लग जाए. फिगर सी व्हाट यू आर ऑब्जर्विंग दैट यू हैव टू कीप द कप एट द सेंटर ऑफ द टेबल एंड लीव द टू नट्स हैंगिंग ऑन अपोजिट साइड्स. जो इनिशियल केस में देयर वाज ओनली वन नट एंड द लास्ट केस यू हैव टू नट्स व्हिच आर लाइंग इन द एयर ऑन बोथ द साइड्स, राइट? तो यहाँ पे कुछ क्वेश्चंस हैं. Figure A. Why does the cup gets pulled? आपका जो फिगर ए है यहाँ पे जो कप है वो पुल क्यों होता है? बिकॉज देर इज ओनली वन नट स्टूडेंट्स, राइट? देर इज नो सपोर्ट. तो थोड़ा भी if certain things shakes then it will get pulled because the nut is pulling the cup towards itself. Figure B. What is the relation between displacement of the cup and the force applied through the ruler? Relation क्या हो जाएगा? Displacement of the cup. The ruler becomes a hindrance. So it will be towards the force only, right? And the third figure, they are asking why does the cup gets displaced and what is the type of work? So there are so many questions here asked. Herein there is some theory, students, right? So we will first understand what is the relationship between your applied force and displacement. Then it will be better to understand everything, right? So there is some relationship between your applied force and displacement. I'll make you understand what is a relationship. See students, कैसा होता है कि अगर आप फोर्स अप्लाई करते हो, राइट? आपने एक ऑब्जेक्ट रखा हुआ है और आप उसी डायरेक्शन में यू आर अप्लाइंग अ फोर्स, then obviously that force is causing that object to displace, force is causing that object to pull, force is causing that object to fall down. So everywhere there is some direct relationship. So you can say that force and displacement are directly related to each other. It is very simple, it is not at all complicated, right? In the orange box, students, a very amazing example is given about artificial satellite. So you have to assume, students, that you suppose an artificial satellite is moving around our earth, and obviously moving around का मतलब क्या है? Circular orbit, right? So as a gravitational force which is acting on the satellite and its displacement, they are perpendicular to each other. मतलब ग्रेविटेशन फोर्स जो रहता है जो सैटेलाइट के ऊपर है, ठीक है, दिस ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स इज अलोंग द रेडियस ऑफ द सर्कल. दैट फोर्स एंड लिटिल बिट डिस्प्लेसमेंट ऑफ द सैटेलाइट अराउंड द अर्थ, दैट डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज along the tangent to the circle. Tangent मतलब क्या है? It is perpendicular to each other. So what you can say, if both the things are perpendicular then the work done is zero. यहाँ पे मैंने लिखा है an object and applied force, displacement and force, if they are perpendicular to each other then obviously there is no work which is done. So it is a very amazing example, you should always remember while answering any theory question. You can always give that, right? So these all positive, negative, zero work, the theory behind it and the various angles accordingly the theory is working and what kind of work is done on each and every cases that I have discussed with you. And I hope the queries which are going within your head are clear enough. So a request always comes from my side to you is that you have to read the chapter continuously so that doubts will come up, right? So we are moving ahead, students. There are certain solved example on your page number 22, starting of the page. So I'll make you understand about this example because those examples are going to be there in your exercises also, right? So hearing students, in the example 1, it is given calculate the work done to take an object of mass 20 kg to a height of 10, right? Mass is given, height is given, and g is given. G is, students, acceleration due to gravity. You remember one thing, acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meter per second square and it is always same, it does not change, right? तो ये हम लोग कैसे करेंगे? We know that force, what is the formula of force? Laws of motion we have studied. It is mass into acceleration. You have to just multiply both the things, right? अभी देखो, just understand the question. Object is having some mass and it is taken to a height. So यहाँ पे देखो, displacement of the object and the force applied, both of them are there in opposite directions. Displacement of the object and the force applied, both are there in opposite directions. So that is why, students, you have to take acceleration as negative. तो ये हम लोग कैसे सॉल्व करें? Your force is equal to mass into acceleration. So this is 20 into minus 9.8. So whatever answer you are getting, that will be 196 Newton, that is negative. There also they have mentioned negative sign, right? Then again they are asking calculate the force. So now we know force, it's there with us. Work done का formula क्या है? F into S. So it is 196 into your displacement is 10. So just multiply. Negative sign, negative work is there. What is negative work, students? What it indicate in the table I have mentioned. The force direction and displacement direction are in opposite direction. Both are oppositely connected. That is why the work done is negative. Okay, students? So ये चीज़ I hope the things are clear. Then we are moving ahead with our example number 2. Herein the Praveen is applied some kind of force of 100 Newton on an object and the angle is mentioned, it is 60 degrees, right? Which is horizontal. Object gets displaced in the horizontal direction and 400 joules of work is again done. So what is the displacement? So cos theta is given to you, cos 60, because the angle is 60, cos 60 is half, right? So again our formula goes same, Fs cos theta, right? This is 400, force is 100, displacement we don't know, cos 60. This is half, S 100, 400, right? So 2 ones are 250. So it is, which is 400 divided by 50, which is your S, that is equal to 8 meter. Okay, students, your displacement is 8 meters. So I hope the problems are clear because we have discussed the formulas, the conditions with you and different cases of work done and force, right? So we'll continue with our further topic, which is energy, in our next session, right? Revise up till now and just come up with your lot of doubts. Thank you so much.